Hey everybody, Dave here, and I wanted to send you a quick message. I was actually going to bypass this week on the video message and just send you an email, but I've had so much positive feedback about these video messages that I send out that are truly based off of your reflections in the post week discussions. So I was totally motivated to send you all a discussion this week on the topic of really kind of motivation, but really the topic of benefits. From last week, I was inspired to kind of, I'll say, refresh or renew the concentration on goals and what your goals are going into spring break and then going into spring quarter. Really thinking about what's going to continue to drive you into sustaining your exercise program. You developed such great fitness plans at the start of the quarter, and then you spent hours and hours and hours exercising, and it's clear that based off of the majority of the discussions that took place in your reflections, that results were paid in full. So I'll say using this quarter as a springboard, and I got to be honest, I'm looking outside and the weather's just terrible. I mean, it's really hard to get motivated when you're looking at gray skies and constant rain. So you just have to keep that vision that summer is near. You hope, spring and summer is near, and if we could just get even glimpses of blue skies and get out there and get motivated to exercise. And again, what are your motivations? What are your goals? And you got to start with goals. Goals is where all these things begin. But just staying the course and really thinking about what your, I'll say, phase plan number 2 would look like going into spring quarter. So perhaps you may want to start by opening up your original fitness plan and just see if there are any tweaks that you want to consider moving into spring term. And then whatever those tweaks may be, testing them out and seeing how they work for you in the first couple of weeks, and then continuing to modify your plans. I look at spring break as an opportunity to get away from school and to really focus on my personal health by running a little bit more, exercising a little bit more, really honing in on some flexibility training. That's my weakness. And although it's easy to binge eat, I like to binge exercise. And I don't mean that in the literal sense. I just mean really concentrate on my personal health, I'll say. With that being said, I guess the summary of this is to just look at what your goals are for spring quarter and stay the course. You guys, it's, again, so many great outcomes from my standpoint, so many great outcomes as far as results from PE 108 that, man, why wouldn't you want to keep working on this? And I know a lot of people had muscle gain. A lot of people had fat loss. A lot of people mentioned that they were sleeping better and more soundly and for longer hours of the night. And I think that is a great way to assess how things are going. And if you really didn't experience any results, by looking in the mirror, then that's an even greater opportunity to say, okay, so how did my plan lack? How could I continue to make it, or how could I start to make improvements? And I will say, well, as long as you've been doing something, then you do have a baseline of moving. And the one thing you probably should do is start to increase that intensity level. So consider increasing the amount of weight. I'll just give you a quick example here. Years and years and years ago, my wife came home from lifting weights at Furstenberg, and she had said that she did 3 sets of 10 with, I think, 65 pounds on the bar. And I said, that's cute, but that's not going to get you the results you're desiring, because she wanted kind of the curvature, picturesque body. At least she wanted some glutes, because her family history, and this came back from a discussion we had about, she said, hey, I was looking at my mom and I noticed that she has no butt. And do I have a butt? And I says, nope, you don't. And so she said, well, how can I get one? I said, well, you got to start doing, squats and deadlifts and lunges and all sorts of, box step ups. And so she started doing those things, and she came home and told me how much she had squatted and the number of reps and sets she did. And I said, that's cute, man. 65 pounds is good. But if you want results, if you want, to see the muscles, then you're going to have to lift heavier. I said, put some 25s on each side of those and do 95. And she said, well, I can't do that. And I said, why? She says, well, I've never done it. And just because you've never done it or never tried doesn't mean you can't do it. It's kind of like my kids at dinner time. Whenever we put some new vegetable in front of them, good heavens, you'd think we're serving them, I don't know, alien food. in any case, she went to the gym a week later, did 3 sets of 10 with 95 pounds, came home just delighted, just total shock that she was able to do it. She said it was tough, and that was years ago. And in any case, yeah, I mean, you can start stepping up that intensity level, and start really getting after those results. You could also consider taking a different PE class here at Clark College. If weight is an issue, weight loss is an issue, you could consider taking a nutrition class. There's Health 100, food in your health. And then also there's a number of other emotional health classes, Health 101, happiness in your health, health and happiness, mind body health, HP 258, which is fitness wellness. There's so many options to choose from. So in any case, this discussion has gone in many different ways. It started off with goals, and then I went into goal specificity with the example of my wife. And I just wanted to share with you that I think it's important to always be setting these goals and having a lot of different, I'll say, irons in the fire, and that would be goals in the fire. So you're constantly motivated by a number of different things that, I'll say, get you out the door and get you to sustain your exercise activities. So you don't just have that one goal. In any case, if you guys have any questions about your goals, your programs, you've got another week with me, and I'm happy to answer any questions. Be sure to, if I'm not seeing your questions in your papers, it's probably because I'm going over pretty quickly, and maybe I just missed them. Or if you're putting them in the comments section, the assignment comments, and I'm not answering them for whatever reason. I usually do, but be sure to send me a message, and everything gets answered there. That's not a problem. So in any case, yeah, send me a message, and I'm happy to correspond with you. And I will plan to send you guys another video message at the end of next week. Take care.